The Western Iowa Tech Comets soccer team has found themselves in a bit of a skid lately. 0-3-1 in their last 4 matchups. The Comets looked to get off the schneid when they took on Gillette College from Wyoming. Now the Pronghorns, they enter the contest at 3-7-2. We'll see what happens here. We'll pick up early second half. Comets out on the run. Check the beautiful pass up to Jaime Perez on the attack. And oh, the humanity here. Perez gets taken down. But that means here comes a penalty kick, and it's Ben Shields who tickles the twine. Comets, they lead 2-0. They'll keep things going. Ball finds its way to the middle of the field, and Aaron Vivar Hernandez tells that ball to get in its home. And Western Iowa Tech is rolling now. It's 3-0. Not done yet, though. Here's a little throw-in action. Now, this ball is going to be deflected out of the box, but Julian Mena's there, and he rifles it into the net. Wick cruises to a victory. They win 5-0.
Gillette College is not next door.
No, it's not. It's all the way over in Wyoming. And shout out to the Pronghorns. They took a bus all the way over to Sioux City, and then they hopped right back on that bus and went right on back to Wyoming.
Yeah, we checked the distance. About 8 hours, 18 minutes if you don't stop.
Yeah, I'm not jealous of that at all.
Nope, me neither.
Yeah.
Thanks, Jason. Ron.